Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy says he spoke with U.S. President Donald Trump today, and he described the conversation as positive and productive. In a post on X, Zelenskyy says they discussed recent Russian attacks on Ukraine's energy system, that the strikes left more than 1 million homes and businesses across the country without power. The presidents also talked about ways to strengthen Ukraine's air defenses. Zelenskyy also made a point to congratulate President Trump on brokering the ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas, and he expressed hope that if the Middle East conflict could be stopped, then perhaps the war in Ukraine can also come to an end. Zelenskyy also posted about another phone call today, this one with Prime Minister Mark Carney. The Ukrainian leader said he shared details of his earlier conversation with Trump and gave an update regarding the situation on the battlefield. They also discussed boosting defense and ways to strengthen Ukraine's energy system. For more details on all of this, we turn to journalist Dominic Velitis.
Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelenskyy described his phone call with US President Donald Trump today as positive and productive. Their conversation, of course, taking place in the aftermath of that huge Russian drone and missile strike overnight on Friday. So the issue of air defense is very much at the heart of their conversation. Specifically, we're told how the United States can do more to help bolster those systems. So discussions taking place today, it seems, on how the US can do more through providing more air defense systems and more ammunition to help protect Ukraine from these intensified Russian attacks, which only seem to get worse as the winter months approach. Meanwhile, we're told emergency crews have now restored power to many parts of Ukraine following that overnight strike on Friday. This was, of course, the latest mass attack targeting the country's energy system. It saw electricity interrupted in 9 regions across the country, and over 1 million homes and businesses left without power. There were casualties too, of course. Perhaps most notably, a 7-year-old boy was killed in southwestern Ukraine when his home was hit, while at least 20 other people across the country were injured. Now, Russia says high-precision weapons, including hypersonic missiles, were used in these strikes, which it claims targeted facilities used by Ukraine's military-industrial complex. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelenskyy described the attack as cynical and calculated, and used it to reiterate his calls for allies for decisive action to deliver on air defense systems and to enforce sanctions on Russia. Dominic Velitis for CBC News, Bristol, England.